come on in and grab a seat, please. We're going to get started. We have our on-air sign going, so we're live. If you don't want to be on camera, sit next to Tim or on Tim's lap on the wall over there. He'd probably appreciate that. Thank you for attending the Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle. Since 2001, our open forum meeting welcomes parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Your suggestions, comments, or ideas are welcome to make our meetings the best they can be. The Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered. By combining substance abusers, families, friends, and the public at large, we have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone who has been affected by alcohol and drug addiction. We start at 7 o'clock. Please be on time. Please turn off and stay off your cell phone. And please, only one person speaks at a time. And when you do talk, do it loudly so everybody in the room and sitting at home can hear you, because what you have to say is important. We will sign any attendance slips that need to be signed. If you leave them out in the hallway in our little green box, Dan will sign them. You can pick them up when we're done with our discussion. The only thing we ask of you is that you're honest with whatever's going on with you. Just please be honest so we can effectively help you. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view on how alcohol and drug addiction has impacted your life. This meeting is open to people of all ages and welcomes diversity, so please refrain from using excessive foul language or language that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability in order to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity for all who are present. If you see a visitor, a new member, or a returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please warmly welcome them into our program. And just as important as that, meet somebody new every time you're here. I haven't said that in a while, but I think it's important that if you don't know somebody, go up and introduce yourself to them. Please refrain from leaving the meeting while it's in progress, and I appreciate all of you that have quit smoking cigarettes permanently. Give yourselves a round of applause. That's awesome. All right, who has our lifestyles of recovery?
Guidelines for living a lifestyle of recovery. The lifestyle of recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. 1. Recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. 2. Wanting to pursue positive alternatives to substance abuse such as our education, employment, quality relationships, and health and fitness. 3. Using resources such as friends, family, teachers, and peers as a way to achieve and remain sober. Adding sports, art, or music to these resources will help us stay focused and motivated. 4. Defining balance and working toward making it a part of everyday life. 5. Building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. 6. Understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. 7. Lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your friends and family. 8. Learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior. Providing assistance to the recovering individual that will improve their lives, not further their usage. 9. Recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. 10. Caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is the source we use for our sense of worth. Each person is truly magnificent. Our mission at Racing for Recovery is to prevent all forms of substance abuse by promoting a lifestyle of fitness and health for all those affected by addiction.
Okay, is there anybody here for a Racing for Recovery meeting for the first time? No? One? Awesome. Very cool. So here's what we do, and I'm going to give a brief explanation as to why we do this too, because I think it's important. I don't think everybody understands this. At Racing for Recovery, during our meetings, everybody who's in attendance gets an opportunity to say who you are and why you're here. And why do we do that? Well, we do it because I want everybody to have a voice who's here, so that everybody knows who they are and why they're here and how we can help them. I personally don't want to sit around and listen to 100 people say, I'm an addict. I get it, you know. I want to know who you are, why you're here, and how we can help you. And a couple, you know, we heard some things recently about, oh man, the introductions take too long. So what? That's not going to change, like ever, because it's important. And when you listen to people at these introductions, you hear some astonishing things about people, either what they're enduring that you can help with, or the success that they have that you want, and you just need to learn how to do it. So that's never going to change, even if we go to 7:59, if there's 300 people here, that's okay, because that's been a tradition of ours. It's something that's unique. I love doing things that are different, and I think it's effective. And again, the importance of it, or why we're doing it, is because each person has a voice, and that voice needs to be shared with as many people as possible. So that's what we do here. Jake, you can start us off.
I'm Jake, and I'm actually going to repeat what my one buddy always said, which is, I believe in this program, which eventually made me believe in myself.
I'm Kelly. I'm Tyler's mom, and I'm here because I love some people who need some support, and I'm trying to learn how to give it.
Awesome.
I'm Allie, and I'm here to listen and learn.
I'm Tyler, and I'm here because this place saved my life.
I'm Mike, and I'm here because this is just where I need to be right now.
Awesome.
I'm Erica, and this is what I love to do on Thursdays.
I'm Joe. I come to Racing for Recovery because it has given and keeps giving me tools to live a sober lifestyle, and it has quickly become my second family.
Awesome. Sir.
I'm Scott. I'm here to get better.
Good.
I'm Dave, and I come here for all you guys to help me out. And tomorrow will be 60 days.
My name's Eric. I keep coming back to Racing for Recovery because this has been the catalyst to my new life.
I'm Courtney, and I'm here for peer support, to give peer support, and just to be around my friends.
Awesome.
My name's Patrick, and I'm here because Racing for Recovery has shown me that sobriety doesn't suck, and I have focus, and I'm driven, and it's thanks to this place and these people.
Andy, and I'm here to learn, relate, and this is just exactly where I need to be right now.
I'm Mike. I'm here because I enjoy this lifestyle a hell of a lot better than the old lifestyle, and I'm here to support Todd and Jim.
Where we at? Beth?
I'm Beth, and I'm here because I need to be here and because I love coming here.
I'm Joe, and I'm here because this is where the open arms are, and I'm taking tomorrow. I'm Jeff. This place is full of love and hope, and I just love being part of it.
I'm Lucas, and I'm here because this is where I need to be right now.
I'm Brandy. I'm here to listen and learn.
My name's Sandy, and we found our sanity in this room, well, not this room, but another room in Pennsylvania, years and years ago, because we had two sons involved with the drugs. And they are in recovery now, and this program has just been wonderful for us. And I just want parents and family members to know that this is the place for you to be.
I'm Ron. I'm here to support my two sons and support everyone else in the room.
James, go ahead.
I'm James. I'm here to be around like-minded people.
I'm Carol. I'm here with my son James. I'm here for support.
I'm Tom, also with James, and Racing for Recovery makes my life better.
I'm Nick. I'm here to learn and continue working towards a better life.
Good, buddy.
I'm Jim. I came here originally to support my son Ryan. Kept coming back because there's people suck and I don't really like people, and then I come here and I see everybody that I love for my people, and then the people don't suck so bad.
Well said.
I'm Teresa, and it was actually a year ago this week that we found this place, and we were struggling to find help for our son. So we
come back because this place has been successful. It's been a great year, and we love it. And like you said, we have family here, and love to be here.
I'm Virginia, and Megan's grandmother. I'm hungry.
We didn't feel you, right? I'm Renee, I'm Megan's mom, and I'm here because I love Megan.
I'm Megan, I'm here tonight because I'm not working, I haven't been here in a while, but I really like coming here because it helps me understand life and how to deal with it as it comes, no matter how it comes or in what form.
Diane.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Diane, Jordan, and Corey's mom. I'm here to support them. I'm looking forward to good Thanksgiving for the first time in many years. Nobody's faces will be in their mashed potato plate. Thank
you. My name's Corey. I'm here to get back on my own 2 feet and support my family. And I love mashed potatoes. Might actually eat them. Yeah, I'm done.
I'm Robin. I'm here because this place has helped me learn a better way of life. And Betty wanted me to ask everybody to say a prayer for her mom. She's not doing well at all, and Betty's watching, so she needs a lot of prayers right now. Definitely.
We'll do that.
I'm Heather, and I'm here because I matter to myself, and I just want to give the girls the best me that they can have. And this is Kendall, and she made us come today.
That's
so.
right. Yeah, go ahead.
My name's Matt, and I'm here because I need to be surrounded by supportive people.
Hi, my name's Lisa. I've been coming here for about 12 years now, so it's helped me understand how to support my kids and not enable them.
Right on.
My name's Melissa, and this program gave me the tools to cope with life and stop coping through alcohol.
Right on.
And on Tuesday I had 1,000 days.
That's great.
I'm Sarah, and I come for the support and to give support and all the inspiration, and I just thank God that this program was put into my life, and I'm grateful for all the people and just all the love.
Wow.
I'm Matt, and I'm here to learn and to support.
I'm Kathy, and I'm here to learn, to love, and support my daughter Sarah and my daughter Tara.
I'm Sharon, Tara.
My name's Deb. I'm Tara's mom, and now I'm Sarah's mom. And I'm here just because you gave my daughter back to me.
I'm Tara, and I'm here because this is what's working for me.
I'm Ryan, and I'm here for support and to learn a better life.
Awesome.
My name's Alyssa, and I'm here to learn something new.
We might do that.
My name's Emily, and I'm here to continue to get better.
I'm Denise, and we're here hoping one day our son is going to join us. This is a rough time of year for us because we don't know what the holidays are going to be like, if we're going to see him, if we do see him, what's he going to be like. So I definitely need to be here tonight.
I'm Katie, and I believe that this place has made me like a better person and not so judgmental and looking at things. And I'm in nursing school right now and working at the clinicals. Like, you hear people make comments about people who overdosed and people who don't want to take their meds because they're in recovery. And you hear such judgmental comments, and I'm hoping, but like working here, or coming here, it gives me a better chance to be like a better nurse and be able to advocate for some of those patients.
Was that like a Freudian slip when you said working here?
Something like that.
I'm Kevin. Like you said, like my wife and my daughter said, we got a son who's still using.
we come here just to gain knowledge. I think it's huge.
Kelly.
My name's Kelly, and I'm here because Racing for Recovery not only helped me find my voice, but they taught me that my voice has value.
That's right.
Awesome.
That's right.
I'm Ashley, and I'm here for the support.
I'm Kirsten, and I'm here because this place has become an integral part of my life, and I just love being surrounded by all this positivity on Thursday nights.
Awesome.
My name's Carrie, and I'm here to support Kirsten.
My name's Michelle, and I'm here to learn how to not enable Kirsten, but help her.
Right on. Pat.
Hi, I'm Pat. A daughter, a mother, and a grandmother of those who have been in addiction. I found this place. It'll be 5 years next month. I've learned in those 5 years how not to enable. And for anyone out there who has people who are addicted and still have not come in for help, mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, friends, come here and learn how you can help them. And help yourself.
My name's Tony. I came about 2 months ago to get a different approach to recovery, and it's been great. The positivity and hope that's here is incredible. And I hope you don't change the introductions, because that's great. Other places, they don't do that. And also, you know, that at times I can feel sorry for myself, and when I hear some of the other stories, it makes me realize that, you know, things can be a lot worse.
And that's why our format won't change.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm here to support my buddy Keith.
My name is Keith. I'm here to keep an open mind and to learn as much as I can about my recovery and how to deal with life's challenges as they come with sober thinking.
Yeah.
And I'm learning a lot of tools here to deal with that.
Hi, my name's Ed, and I first came into these rooms with Todd about 4 years ago, and somewhere along the way I slipped up, but I always read that sign that said, "With sobriety, anything's possible." I wanted to believe it. I tried so hard to believe it, but I never found it the first time, and this time around, that's the truest statement I've ever heard. Because right now I'm living the life I wanted. I've got a good girl, I've got a dog, I've got my own house now, I've got the greatest job, and I couldn't ask for anything more. And where I got my first taste of recovery was Racing for Recovery. So I appreciate these guys.
And how long have you been doing this now for?
This time around?
Yep.
18 months yesterday.
That a boy. Awesome. Go ahead.
My name's Trisha. I guess I'm that good girl.
I've never been. This is my first time here. I've been 96 days sober, and I've been in recovery before, but I've never worked a program or anything until now. I'm here because my friend told me about this. She's actually watching. Hi, Amy. And I just am trying new things because I need to get out of my comfort zone. I'm just enjoying life.
My name's Tom. I'm here to learn how to love, not just stop using.
Yes. Right on.
I'm Rose. Been coming here for a minute. I lost a family member this morning to an overdose. I didn't really want to come. I'm not sure that I want to be here right now. But I felt like it was the right thing to do, and I'm glad that this place is here.
Yeah.
Glad you're here.
Yeah.
I'm Danny. I come here because it's a real good place to learn, and I believe.
I'm Andrew, everybody. I'm here for the support, and I also want to say, if anybody's struggling, speak up, because you don't want to make a decision that you're going to regret, and the high just won't be worth the lows. So just try to say something if you're struggling.
I'm Charles. Come here on Thursdays to take it in and like to listen, and then to give it out if I have it to give out.
Yeah.
I'm Conrad. I'm here to support Kim and to listen and learn
and to gain knowledge to help through the times when times get hard.
My name is Kim. I've been coming here off and on for about 18 months, and I came here on Tuesday for a smaller group, and they talked about peer support. That's something I never really leaned on, and that's probably why I can't stay sober. So I'm here to just remain consistent and really work with, you know, my peers, and your cousin needed a ride, so that's why I came too.
I'm Tatiana. I haven't been here for a while. It's good to be back, and I appreciate Kimberly giving me a ride.
Hi, I'm John. Haven't been here for a minute. Just started coming back. I'm glad Kelly actually talked me into coming back tonight. Been having some real issues with back and forth to the doctors with a lot of pain. Because I've had a lot of surgery and stuff like that. And it's very hard to try to stay away from the opiates. And it's been a real struggle. So I'm glad I'm here today. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lori. I'm here with my beautiful friends, and just to learn from you people, I think there's a lot of light in this room, and I know light always permeates the darkness.
Absolutely.
So I'm here just to take it in. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Kelly. I haven't been here in a little bit, and I'm glad to be here. It's where I want to be.
I'm Jim, and I think every Thursday I come here I am crying or something because everybody's stories. It's very cathartic though. I'm sorry Rose for your loss. My mom died 4 years ago today. It's just not easy.
I'm Steve, and I come here for support to stay on the right man.
I'm Dave. I'm here to support my son Steve.
I'm Tim, and this program keeps me humble, keeps me focused, motivated, bunch of great.
I'm Esther. I'm here to support my son Michael, and because of this program, I'm going to get to spend Thanksgiving with my son for the first time in several years.
That's awesome.
I'm Michael, and I come here because I want to spend Thanksgiving with my family, and I guess a couple of years ago I didn't have any wants at all, and this place taught me that I was worth something. I wasn't just a junkie. And I love coming here for the honesty that's in this room. I think it gets overlooked sometimes, but there's just a lot of honest people here, and it makes my week.
I'm Amanda. I'm here because I love this place, and I don't know where I'd be if I hadn't found this place. And also my daughter's supposed to be watching tonight, so it's great to say hi.
I'm Dean. I come here because I belong here. I made a decision 8 months ago to come here to change my life. My life has changed drastically for the better, with the help of my peers and the program, and I support everybody here and give support and receive support. I'm just blessed to be here, man. And I want to say hi to Betty. And hope everything's all right with your mom. You are in my thoughts and prayers.
I'm Chris, and I was going to second that. Shout out to Betty. Love you, or I love you. I can't speak for everyone. I'm sure everyone loves you. And your mom, healthy recovery. I'm here, I say this a lot, but I'm here because Racing for Recovery has literally saved my life. And when I say that, I'm not necessarily talking about the program. I'm referring to the lifestyle that I've tailor-made through this place, and the lifestyles of all the beautiful people that I've met that bounce things off me, and the positive vibes and everything that entails the life I've created with this program. So It's an amazing gift. And so in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I'd like to say thanks to all the staff and all the friends and all the family. Wow.
I'm Candace. I am here for the continuous reinforcement of the value of life, and then also to be here with like-minded people like myself.
I'm Rachel. I'm here for so many reasons. One, I'm grateful for my dad to be back on Thursdays. And something that will sum it up, something Dan always says is, I'm here because Racing for Recovery does it right.
Hi, I'm Mike. Good to be back on Thursday night, back on third shift at work. I'm here today because I love myself, for number one, and I value my life.
I've been waiting to hear that.
Good to have you back.
Thank you.
I'm Rick. I'm here to participate and support and be inspired every week in memory of my son Jacob. So many outstanding people in this room. I love it. It's just a powerful presence in this room every week. So I hate to ever miss one.
I'm JR. I come here because Racing for Recovery has given me back to my family.
And I'm Richard Sr. I'm here to support my son Richard Jr.
I'm Randy. I started coming here with my daughter. Sadly, I lost her to an overdose. I've often asked why I kept coming, and it's because of you. I think that this is not just about addiction, it's about a new way of life.
That's right.
And so this is where you get your PhD in how to live a happy life.
That's
Hi,
right.
Kinsey.
Hi, I'm Gail. It's been kind of a challenging couple of weeks, and coming here helps me remember my center, gives me a place to start for the next week and how to help other people. Had somebody at work this week reach out to me. Her son is suffering with addiction, and by telling my story, it gave her the okay to open up to me about her son. And she was under the impression that Racing for Recovery was only for her son. Explained to her this was for families and invited her here, so hopefully she's either watching or will come to one of the future meetings.
Awesome.
And I do all this because after losing Lauren, I want to give something back to those that are beating the addiction.
I'm Bruce. The first meeting we came to was after our daughter made her final choice. It was a very bad choice. And we've been coming back ever since. I personally come because I really like being in the company of such great people and to learn.
I'm Bobby. I come here because Racing for Recovery is the lifestyles are guiding my more stable wheel down a righteous path.
Yeah.
I'm Penny. I'm Bobby's mom. I haven't been here for a couple of weeks, and I'll tell you, I've been off. I missed everybody tremendously. Just retail work at this time of year kind of takes over, but I've been off balance. I've been feeling like a Monday, but someday I'll be a Saturday night. That's for sure. I did miss everybody, and I'm just very happy. And at this time of year, you're thankful. You think, you lay in bed and you think at night, what are you thankful for? This program, I am extremely thankful for, because it was about a year ago, Bobby was like, you gotta go to this place, it's called Racing for Recovery. You gotta come with me, Mom, Dad, and we were like, okay. And I don't know if you remember the story, I was like, call that Todd Crandall, get him on the phone, I wanna talk to him. And here I am in the flesh with you on Thursdays when I make it, but I'll tell you what, I love this place. I feel happy, I got butterflies.
Did you guys pick up on the Bon Jovi reference there someday on this Saturday night?
Hi, I'm Bill. Nice to have a Jersey girl here, right? I come to Racing for Recovery because originally, I've always come for me, and before my son was ready to come, but since we started coming to Racing for Recovery, it put our family back together, and right now everything is really good.
My name is Julie. My son Joe, his mom, basically. We come here because it's helped our family get back together, and I continue to learn, and hopefully I can take that out to the people I work with and people I meet that need some guidance and help too.
I'm Lori. I'm here as a supportive parent. I've been coming here for 2 years, and thankful for this program as it changed the dynamics of our family since my son has been sober.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm here because I like all the people here. I go through struggles with my family because they just drive me crazy with their judgments and everything. And coming upon the holidays, it's very easy for me to just drink instead of face my family and just have the strength to just enjoy life and just be a good person. In the past, it's always been so much easier just to drink and be numb and face them with that, but I don't want to do that these holidays. I've been doing better, so just coming here to find some strength and just happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm a first-timer. I'm here to support Rachel, and I heard a lot of great things, and also kind of just checking it out and listening.
Awesome. Mike.
My name's Mike. I choose to be here for one. I've been blessed in my life to have had a lot of people, whether primarily out of sobriety, because unfortunately for me, I chose to do this on my own, and I don't recommend it, so you should all be grateful that there is a great group here. It's not easy for me to let people help me, and I believe in giving back. And Todd knows I've been involved in and out throughout the course of time, and I made the choice to get back and start coming here again to try to be of support to the program in any way that I can, and to anybody in here that I can, because I just believe in giving back whenever you possibly can. And my life's in a good spot right now, great spot right now, and just want to be here.
My name's Angie, and I've been coming to this program probably 16, 17 years. And I'm probably, not probably, I am a really bad enabler. And as you can see, I'm back here to this program. I need strength and I need courage, because what I have been doing hasn't helped my son at all. And it's been really, truly killing him. And so now I'm doing what I should have done many years ago that was taught right here with this program. So here I am, and I hope I can also give back also to anybody in this room. But I just need the strength and courage to follow through with what I've started.
I'm Scott, and I'm here because I'm grateful to be sober.
I'm Chris, and I always walk out of here inspired to be better.
My name's Brad. I'm here because I've lived a life and left a wake of destruction in my past that's tremendously huge. And I'm here to meet new people, and I like the introductions. And I'm trying to change the way my life is, and one of those things is that I'm working on right now is being kind to people. With that being said, I would like to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday season.
Wow, that's good.
I'm Jordan, and I'm here because this is a key component in what allows me to have the life I have today. And I just want to say how grateful I am to have been given all the opportunities I've been given through this program, and they've done more for me than I could ever explain or imagine having been possible.
My name's Todd Crandall, and I'm in awe of just what goes on here in the introductions. And I was thinking, like, somebody that's sitting out there watching us, or maybe in here for the first time, and you're listening to all the people talk who have been coming, 16 years, 15 years, and they're doing well. The logical thought would be, well, how are they doing well? And that's where you have to start then further investigating what it is we actually do on a daily basis, and then do it. so you can be one of the ones that is talking the way you hear some of these other awesome people are speaking. And that's what we do here. Who has Dee's poem? The answer? Yep, go ahead, Rachel.
The answer by Donald D. Carr. Running from the misery, trying to escape the pain. As I approach the light of hope that lies before me, each step overwhelms me, every breath sears my throat. I ache, my body rebels against me. My memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons knock me as I dangle helplessly above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They don't understand. They don't care who I am. I'm a human being full of thoughts and feelings. I'm worth saving. Just show me the way. At last I reach the light of promise. There stands the answer. Open arms, understanding smiles, looks of trust. And so it begins, racing for recovery.
Kathy, you have your poem ready?
I did. Yes, I do. I'm Kathy. I've struggled for 40-some years with an older sister who had every type of addiction, alcoholic, underlying, but I mean, she went from Coke to Vicodins to every different, it didn't, crystal meth, she didn't, she was non-discriminate, whatever, anyway. It killed me to watch and to be conned into helping her through her life. And so many times I would be like, God, you know, why can't she just get over this? What is it? Why does she like this? And in my struggle to understand it, I wrote a poem. And I want to share that poem with you. And I hope that you get that it's a monster. This addiction, whatever type of addiction, is a monster that wants to gobble you up. So this is addiction to the best of my understanding. Release, let go, set free. That which I desire has taken hold of me. It brings great joy and temporal pleasure, yet gets into my blood at every measure. It has been my breath, my friend, my happiness, my elixir, yet has entangled me in a death from which I cannot be delivered. Release, let go, set free. That which I desire has taken hold of me. I make the choice. I am in control. It is my strength, my punishment, my reward, my all. It is my sunrise and my goodnight kiss. It gives me that stolen moment of relaxing bliss. Release, let go, set free. That which I desire has taken hold of me. I've been lured into its pretty web, only to be devoured. It has become a part of me, in my thoughts at every hour. Deep inside, I feel it whisper, promising to make me happy and whole. Yet it has now claimed all the power over my mind, my body, and my soul. And the part that I neglected to share is that my sister died a horrible, agonizing death Thanksgiving of last year. So that's why I wanted to share this. This was dedicated to my sister Cheryl. Thank you.
Wow. So, how about we do this? I always sit up here and try and figure out what we're going to do, and based on what people are saying. First of all, Betty, we're all thinking about your mom, and also too, I don't want to give a last name with this because I don't know how he feels about it, but one of our members, Corey, which a lot of people know, he's in the hospital with some major stuff going on unexpectedly, so keep good vibes to Corey as well because he's doing really well, and it's not alcohol related, so it's physical stuff. So before I give a topic, I want to, as Kathy was reading her poem, I want to share a brief story about not enabling anymore, and one of the first real prominent seeds that was planted in my head that I needed to do something different, and that was a few Thanksgivings ago, well, quite a few Thanksgivings ago. I missed yet another dinner, and I was living above my dad's office in Sylvania in a beat-up, apartment, and I was up there by myself, hungover and still doing whatever on Thanksgiving Day, and like I said, I missed another Thanksgiving dinner. And I remember my door was open, and my dad walked in, and I was laying on the couch, and the door was to my back, and he walked in, and he just set a plate of food down on the table next to me, and I had whatever array of chemicals I was doing, and he said, maybe next year, and he turned around and walked out. And that was heavy. Of course, I kept drinking over it. Oh my God, I can't believe and I drank more over it. That's what we do, right? But it was within a couple years that I had turned the tables, and that's no longer a part of my life. And the point I wanted to bring this up tonight is the topic is going to be, how do you overcome adversity? We have a couple people that are very close to this program that are going through some hard things, and you hear it in the room, whether you're struggling with enabling or you're thinking about this or whatever. The bottom line is, these thoughts do not require an action to use over. They don't. And my dad coming in there and putting that plate of food down and walking out really, to me, shows self-care on his own. He wasn't enabling me in any capacity, and he was making a statement. And that statement was, I care about you, but I'm not doing a damn thing for you until you do it for yourself. Think of that. If you have family members that are doing this, you are not causing us to do this, and you're not going to fix it. Get out of the way. It is the fastest and easiest, most effective way for us to finally get it, and for you to start to find some inner peace. And I think of that 28 years later or whatever what it was. But my dad, his mom died from this, his brother-in-law died from this, and his sister-in-law killed herself from all this. But he somehow, even though I was going through it, he's like, I'm not going to jump into that again. And I don't know what that's like as a parent, and I don't want to know what it's like. But I also know we have a cognizant choice every day as a substance abuser to not use, no matter what's going on. So how about we talk about what it is, how you're overcoming adversity and sustaining sobriety. That's the stuff that I'm really interested in hearing. Not, I relapsed again. Oh my God, I don't want to hear that anymore. I want to hear, I was struggling, I thought of using drugs, and I did this, this, and this, and I stayed sober, and I'm glad I effing did, because I'm worth it. So I want to talk about that tonight. Mike.
This word's been used quite a bit, the word choice. Back in the summer of 1998, I've been working for a company out of Cleveland, Ohio, and we had a great sales manager. I'll never forget Steve Null as long as I live. He probably is one of the 10 most important people outside of family that ever came into my life. He helped me realize what a mess I was at one point. But just in sales training alone that we would go through with this guy, he would reiterate to us all the time, there is absolutely nothing in this world that you have to do. You either choose to do it or you choose not to do it. Yeah, there might be consequences. If you choose not to go to work, you might not have a job, but then you have the choice to go out and get another job. It's pretty simple. And he always used to stress to us, because sales is a pretty negative thing. You can get down on it if you're not successful. And he always used to say, I'm going to tell you what, you think you're having a bad day just because you didn't get a sale. I'm going to promise you there's 3 million people in the state of Ohio alone that are having a worse day than you are. And I had just lost a large sale to the University of Toledo. I was already counting the commission check in my head. It was postponed. It's a hot August day, 1998, my 1995 Toyota Tercel. The AC wasn't working in it. I'm sitting at a stoplight at Douglas and Monroe Street in self-pity. I was still drinking at this time. Almost got into sobriety and quitting, again, thanks to the sales manager. And I'm sitting at the stop sign going, God, this sucks. My life is horrible. I'm not going to go to work tomorrow. It was a Thursday. I'm just going to sleep in. I'm going to go golfing. I'm going to go out drinking. And I'm sitting there, and as the traffic on Monroe Street starts crossing in front of me, I see somebody operating a wheelchair with their mouth as they're going across the street. And I thought, wow, I absolutely have no right at all to complain. Now, I don't know, maybe this guy had the best life in the world. Might be the happiest person I'd ever meet, I don't know. But I knew at that point, I was thankful, and I didn't want to be sitting in that wheelchair. And choice is so huge in life, in sobriety and out of it. And I was given that gift by the sales manager when I finally opened up my mind to listening to some of his teachings. And I hear, Todd, I hear you mentioning it all the time. So the choice is ours.
Chris?
Adversity. When we were going around, Chris said something. He said, when I walk out of here, I'm inspired to be better. Just real quick. And it made me think about our awesome yoga instructor that comes on Mondays, and she was reading a couple months ago, and she said something. She said, my only competition is my yesterday self. And so when Chris said that, I thought of that. You know, I'm always on this journey of self-betterment. How can I make things better every day? And Todd was talking about enabling and stuff, and how I used to live my life. I used to, you know, get cleaned up a little bit, start getting the mirage, the facade going on, and get the job and whatnot. And then I'd start, here, I'll buy you something. I'll buy your happiness and your friendship. I've got money now, or I'm making myself look good and doing what you want me to do, so you'll be my friend, or you'll be proud of me. When that really didn't make anyone proud, because I was just faking it. And now that I've been living a lifestyle of racing for recovery, instead I start doing the actions consistently that make me a better person, that give me that self-betterment, that self-worth, that self-pride. And so instead of me trying to do things for other people, people notice and they want to be around me, as shocking as it is. So it's just that positivity that just exudes from this building, like that bounces off everyone. I seem to like get that, and through not being selfish, but self-care, it actually brings more people to me, and that's the beauty of it. So that's kind of when adversity goes, that's how I push through.
Melissa?
It was a long time ago, but someone told me once that if I were to go back out, how would that affect every person that I have helped so far? That it affects not just yourself, but so if you can't do it for you, do it for the people that you have given to in your sobriety, because every day you're inspiring someone else. And I would use, however you got sober, use those tools, because they worked. No matter if you're 5 years or 3 months, they worked in the beginning, so they're gonna work every single time from then on out.
Well said. Well said. Megan?
You just brought up the whole how to deal with it and not get high over it. I've been having like really bad leg and back pain for about 4 or 5 months now. My doctor finally ordered an MRI, and apparently now I need to go see a surgeon on the 21st because my back is so like messed up. My discs are all messed up and everything, and it's been really difficult, especially that first doctor appointment, because they offer you whatever would help, they think would help. And I just know that I'm blessed to have a mom to bring to the doctor's appointments with me now. And everything like that. And then last night I'm driving and I had a guy cut me off and I ended up hitting a tree and totaling my car. So now I'm in like a lot of pain. So it's just been like a really rough couple months. And then on top of that, everything that us addicts or whatever you want to call us make the big problems out of the little things. It just all adds up at the end of the day, but I'm just blessed that I have a sober community that I work with, and I'm just surrounded by constant, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I set my alarm the next night to wake up the next day to do what I have to do and get my ass home because I have to say goodnight to my mom and just all that kind of stuff. And that's what matters to me now, and I just feel extremely blessed to be alive and to understand that drugs aren't worth shit to me anymore. Because honestly, I'm going to say this, honestly, every time I want to get high, I think of you looking at me in that IOP and saying, you can't stay sober then. And every time I want to get high, I just say, fuck you, Todd. Well, you know what I mean? Like, sorry for the language, but like, that's what it takes is going through stuff and just overcoming on the other side. So
Love it.
I'm just blessed today.
Dean.
Yeah, adversity, I didn't deal with it real good when I was using this stuff. I avoided it at all costs. But now that I have some tools, I like the empathy, the gratitude, and the humility. That sets me on the right path every morning when I think of those two things. That gets me going. And I just sit there and I'm like, just think of where you were before you got sober, you know? Do you want to go back to that dark world and live that lifestyle again? No. No, so that gives me motivation and encouragement, and it builds me up. I get positive self-talk. I use the tools that I learned here on a daily basis, and by talking about them and putting them into action, things do come to fruition. That's a big word, Todd.
Brother.
Well, yeah, anything's possible with sobriety. And it's getting better. Every day is another step towards the final goal, you know, where I'm going to be 20 years from now, 50 years from now, whatever. So, as long as I'm moving forward, and you know, and the negatives, they're going to come, but I try to turn the negatives into positives at all costs. If I can flip it around, because I've been in some negative situations, but there's also a good side somewhere. There's something good that comes out of the negative things that I cause myself, you know. Some of them are unavoidable, you know. That's something I just got to work through, you know. But not working through it and avoiding it and letting it sit on my heart and stuff like that, it's no good. It just tears me up inside and it makes me go back into self-destructive mode, you know. Lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth. So I just keep plugging, man, because I know there's a better way of life than what I was living before. So.
Think of this before, Ed, you're going to be up in a second. I just thought of this. I'm constantly trying to think of some new way of saying the same stuff. And this is a new one. I don't care if you've been sober for 15 seconds or 15 years. And Melissa, you reminded me of this when you were speaking. You chose it for a reason. Think of that. Anybody who's chosen sobriety, I don't care how many times you've gone back, you chose it. And for however long you had it, you chose it for a reason. And you know what that reason is? Because what you currently were doing did not work. It didn't work. Right? So think of that. You chose it because whatever you had been doing, probably for a long period of time, was not working. So it's not about, I failed, I didn't get it, whatever. you can get it, and remember why you're choosing it in the first place. It's because what you're doing isn't working. Has anybody ever come back in here and said, hey man, just wanted to stop in. I want to let you guys know I'm back doing heroin and drinking 2/5 a day and things are awesome. Just wanted to let you know, and I'm going to check out and go back to my apartment and do that myself if you want to join me. Nobody does that, like ever. I've never heard anybody in the 49 years that I've been involved with drugs and alcohol in some capacity, not one person has ever said that. And I doubt anybody is ever going to do that. Well, there's somebody right now. Maybe they're going to say it. And that's a no. So, and yes, we do use humor in here, but think of that. I was just thinking that somebody that's, whether your head's in the toilet and you're throwing up from the night before, you crashed your car, you got a DUI, whatever, if it's in your mind for a second, I'm done. You're thinking that and you're choosing it because what you're doing is not working. So then just keep thinking that day after day after day after day, and eventually those thoughts are going to go away and you're going to be able to live the way you're intended to live. Ed, go ahead.
All right. Like I said, this isn't my first go-around in this. And the first time here, I learned so much that I chose to ignore. And it led me down the wrong path again. But when I got back, all those little things that I kept hearing here, like the self-pity leads to destruction. So I'm thinking, and then I heard somebody say that bad moments, not bad days. And those two go hand in hand too. The self-pity will make me have a bad day. It'll make me have a bad week. The bad week turns into screw it, and then I'm back out there. But right now I live every day, one moment at a time, because if I only live in this moment and I don't let this moment affect the next moment, then I'm able to handle every day. And then the other thing, I had very low self-esteem when I got here the first time, and I never found a way to get that back. I mean, I tried everything. I tried getting involved, tried helping out, tried doing, you know, I was involved all the time, doing everything I possibly could. Every time I'd come to a meeting, doing everything. And it just never, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. I wanted to be proud of myself. I wanted to have confidence. And I couldn't find it. So this time around, I decided something that I never tried, that when I was a kid, I wanted to be one of two things. I either wanted to be a chef or a shoe salesman. I wanted to be a shoe salesman because they got to wear a nice suit and tie back when I was a kid, you know, walk around all dressed up. I like dressing up. So I went for the better one, the chef part. So I started off in the kitchen of the place that I was at, the recovery house, and I worked there 8 months, and I worked my way from the bottom to the top there. And I gained some confidence. I had a real chef teach me what I was doing, how to run a kitchen, how to do everything the right way. And then he left, and I ended up taking over the kitchen there. But then when he got a new job at a place that he's at, he tried for 4 months while I was still there to get me to come over there with him, because I had proven myself. And when I finally said, okay, I went over there, and I worked for him for a few months, and then he found out he had cancer. And right now he's in treatment, but he no longer is working there, and they needed somebody to take his position. They asked me to do it. So in 14 months of being a cook, which I started off as a dishwasher, but I earned the cook title, and then I earned now a kitchen manager title.
That's awesome.
And you know, hard work does pay off. And when you find something you actually enjoy and find some kind of happiness, it makes life worth living. And I always tried to substitute feel good for happy. And it just wasn't the same, because feel good goes away. And happy's there for a long time.
Oh boy.
So unless you find something that makes you happy, you're just going to keep going to that same old pit.
Well said. Jordan?
Overcoming adversity for me always starts with being open, because I definitely was not a big talker in the past and never talked about what was going on or how I was feeling. And now it's really important for me to be open, and I'm blessed to have an opportunity when I go home to have some very important people in my life be there that I can share anything with all the time. And by doing that, I avoid what I always look at to be the best case scenario if I use again. The best case scenario is I lose my car, I lose my job, I live back on the east side in a fucking garage that's got half a roof on it and have no one there for me. That's the best case scenario. And I just need to stay open to get through things. And like, I've had a lot of things come up, especially, I mean, this week I've had some difficult things, but I just talk about them with, you know, those around me, and that really helps me get through it, because when I share something that's going on with me or I'm having a difficulty with, I can't always see around the problem. Sometimes talking to somebody off to the side, they can see the other side and help me get around it.
Penny, and then we'll read our final poll.
Like parents' point of view with this, like the adversity too, like in the beginning when Bobby was first using and we had found out, I mean, I wasn't the nicest person to him, and I'm open and upfront about everything, and I carry no shame. I was not the nicest person to him because I felt it was a personal blow to me. I carried you for 9 months. I gave you life. I nurtured you through, you know, getting you on this earth alive. You know, I felt a personal love, which, you know, I guess that's just how it was in the beginning. And we would fight a lot and we'd argue, and then, you know, it'd be like, oh, Thursday would come and he'd be like, oh, I'm going out. And I'd be like, oh, don't go out. You know, let's hang out, you and me, and we could do this. Or, you know, Dad and I and you, I'll play Nintendo with you all night. Just stay home. Like, I tried anything to get him to stay home. And guilt, arguing, badgering, all of that. It didn't work. So my form of adversity this time was the last time Bobby came to me. Like, I even got him to a point where he had a full-blown panic attack because I was so enraged that he went back and used again. I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was hurt. I was so hurt. So this time when he came in and he like burst in my bedroom, it was like maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. It's like, Mom, I can't live like this anymore. I need help. And I in my head, I was coming here regularly at that point, and in my head, I calmed myself, and I said, okay, what can I do for you? And, you know, like he said, I need to talk. I need to get it. I'm strung out right now. I need you, Mom. And I'm like, okay, fine. And in the past, I would have flipped out and been like, go to bed. I don't give a shit. Go in there and shake all night. Like mean. Like I would have gotten mean. But I didn't this time. And I'm hoping, you know, by him, he said, I said, well, what can I do for you, Bob? He said, can I lay down on the bed next to you and can we talk? I said, absolutely. And we laid there and we talked and it was 5 o'clock, it was 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9. And we laid there and I thought, this is the role I should have played. Not the angry, upset, you know, hurt role. Like, you know, so I'm hoping that the one meeting I said where I had to get my mindset different, I'm hoping my mindset now, when he's having a rough day and he wants to flip out on somebody, go ahead. It's okay. You know, everybody needs an outlet. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have that. You know, he doesn't I don't want him doing it to my 5-year-old granddaughter. I don't want him complaining to her. So, like, my point is, like, yeah, you can complain to me, and I get it. I get it now. Because coming here and being educated on from so many different people at so many different levels, I have learned so much to not enable my son, but to help my son. And that's where the growth has come for me from this program as a mother. And I'll tell you what, I can't wait to learn more. Can't wait to learn more.
Before we close, I want to say this, and Chris said it earlier about thanking our staff. If you can look around wherever you see Racing for Recovery and our logo and our name, please understand there's been a lot of people who have put a lot of soul into making whatever we do available for you to utilize. And you know why that is? It's because you count and you're of value. So every time you see our name, our stuff, whether it's a hat, a shirt, or a piece of paper with Rocktober or whatever on it, please take a moment and understand that a lot of work went into making this available for a lot of people, because a lot of people are worth it and they need it. And that's in essence what Racing for Recovery is all about. So, that's it. Thanks for coming, everybody. Read the closing quote.
Autobiography in 5 short chapters. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am hopeless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I am in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. I walk down another street.
Thanks for coming, everyone.